Well, hello everybody. I'm Nashville guitarist and shrapnel recording artist Johnny Hiland, and I'm here today to talk to you about Barber pedals. You know, I've been a big fan of these pedals for a lot of years, and David was kind enough to send me one of his Barber tone presses, which is the compressor, which I'm going to get Miss Kimmy to show you right now. And that's his compressor, and then the one right next to it is called the small fry, the Barber small fry, and it's one of my favorite distortion pedals. And now, you know what, I'm going to walk you through these pedals and I'm going to show you how great they sound. One of the things about the tone press that I love, folks, is it's really simple to run. You know, basically you have a volume, you have a blend, which the blend knob is my most favorite knob on any compressor because you can blend your amp back in with the compressor, which you can see here. I have mine set just about halfway. And then of course you have your sustain knob. Now I like to keep my sustain pretty low. I don't like a real squash tone. But yet, here's what the Barber tone press sounds like. Now, I'm going to play the tone press with a little more of the compressor working now, and a little more sustain going to boot. So we're going to turn the sustain up to about 1 or 2 o'clock. And the blend the same way, and then you get this kind of sound. Now for my tone, I can keep the sustain at this level, and I can bring the blend back to where more of my amp kicks in, and I even have this kind of sound. So, you know what, folks? The tone press is one of the best compressors on the market. It's amazing, and I heard that Barber pedals actually have little ways you can turn, like, you know, you can adjust the tone and a few other things inside the pedal. But I'll be honest with you folks, I've never had to change a Barber pedal inside at all. The default tones that David has set when he sends these pedals to you are absolutely awesome. So now I'm going to move from the tone press. I'm going to leave the tone press on actually, but I'm going to move the sustain back a little bit. So now that they're both set at about 12 o'clock, the blend and the sustain. And now I'm going to move to the small fry. Now just so you folks know, I'm running an ISP decimator for a noise reduction, and I'm running a hardwire delay with it as well. So now I'm going to switch over to the small fry, the Barber small fry. Now check out this pedal, folks. Here's the small fry. So there you have it, folks. There's a little bit of the small fry for you. Now this pedal is intriguing for a distortion pedal and so different than anything out there because you have your basic volume knob, which is great. It's always good to have. Then you can set your tone. Now see, I set mine to where my tone's a little thicker. Now you have a little switch on the top where you can brighten it if you want to, but I don't need that. But then the dynamic knob here is what sets the small fry apart from any other. This actually adds more of like your mid-80s kind of rock guitar sound by just turning it. And then of course it gives you a little different tone as you start to bring it back. Seems like it scoops a little of the mids out for you. And then of course you have your gain on the end. But I'll tell you what, whether I'm playing heavy metal stuff, or if I want to kick on back and play some blues stuff, I just bring the gain on back, the tone up a little more, switch to my neck pickup, playing blues, just bring your gain knob back a little bit, and here you go. So you know what, folks? I've had all kinds of Barber pedals. I have the LTD as well, and I love that pedal. It's so unique, and of course I leave the small fry set for my heavy stuff, and I'll use the LTD for my softer stuff, you know, my lighter bluesy tones. But the small fry, when you want to add just a little bit more dirt to that blues tone and get some real cool growly stuff, I love this little pedal. It's my favorite. And then of course we have the tone press, which I leave on even when I use the small fry. So you know what, folks? You're going to get the best when you buy a Barber pedal. And when you contact David, tell him Johnny Hiland sent you. God bless, and hope to see you again on David's website real soon. Barber pedals rule. Get you one today.